What if the walls of a mansion could whisper secrets and rooms could play tricks on you? This isn't just any home, it's the legendary mansion of one of Hollywood's most peculiar characters, W.C. Fields. This place bends the rules of reality, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. Hidden doors, curious quirks, and a touch of madness. Are you ready to step inside and unravel its secrets? Wait a minute, but who exactly was W.C. Fields? Well, let me explain it by taking a small detour to the 1900s. During the early 1900s, vaudeville was thriving. W.C. Fields was one among the performers, a sharp-witted juggler with a knack for deadpan humor and a raspy voice. But juggling was just the start. Fields became a cultural icon, known for his satire, love of pranks, and his infamously funny dislike for children, dogs, and authority. His life was a performance, and his home in Laughlin Park, Los Angeles, was the stage where he could be the ultimate W.C. Fields. Away from the prying eyes of fans, but never away from the spotlight of his own making. What kind of home would you expect from a man who once said, "I spend half my money on gambling, alcohol, and wild women. The other half I wasted"? Let's dive into the heart of this question by exploring the mansion that was tailored to fit the life of this mysterious comedian. Laughlin Park, nestled in the heart of Los Angeles, was not just a neighborhood, but a sanctuary for the rich and famous who sought seclusion, yet proximity to Hollywood's heart. And yes, he was living just down the street from legends like Cecil B. DeMille and Charlie Chaplin. His mansion sits right on DeMille Drive, adding an extra dash of Hollywood history to the mix. In the neighborhood, Fields found his haven in a mansion built in 1920. Designed by the architect William M. Clark. Trust me, this is not a regular house. It was an extension of Fields' personality, which is obviously grand, quirky, and filled with character. Get ready to be amazed as I unveil these stunning features of this mansion. The architecture was Italianate with a touch of Beaux-Arts, but inside it was pure Fields. High walls and lush greenery offered privacy, a sanctuary where he could indulge in his usual habits without the world watching. Each room in this mansion feels like stepping into a different world, one that reflects Fields' sense of fun and magnetic personality. Now, buckle up, because what you're about to hear will blow your mind. Take the game room, for instance. This wasn't like an average room with some games and a couch to relax on. Nope, here you will either sit beside a pool table or hang out alongside a ping pong setup. Apart from this, he even had a bowling lane. How crazy is that? The furniture was the entertainment, and every inch of the space was designed for fun, laughter, and chaos. And the bars, oh the bars. Fields didn't have one or two, he had three. With one that had wheels, so that he could roll the party into whatever room he wanted. Insane, right? The main bar alone was jaw-dropping, featuring a vintage back straight out of a Prohibition-era speakeasy. Imagine the parties he threw, where drinks flowed endlessly and the atmosphere was always electric. Those must have been the best parties ever. And speaking of parties, his movable bar wasn't just for show. He'd actually wheel it into the garden or even the bedrooms to keep the drinks flowing without missing a beat. Then there's the sunroom. It was a sanctuary. French windows open to the garden, letting you bask in the sunlight, whether you were enjoying a drink with friends or losing yourself in a good book. It felt like a place where you could escape from everything and still feel completely luxurious. Doesn't it feel like the calmest place on earth you could ever imagine? Even the bedrooms were out of the ordinary. They weren't just for sleeping, they were private retreats with huge windows letting in natural light by day or allowing you to gaze at the stars by night. These rooms offered a calm personal getaway in the heart of an extravagant mansion. Well, guess what? It doesn't end here. There's more to it. He had a bathroom with a full bar setup inside. Yes, you heard that right, a bar in the bathroom. Why waste time walking to the kitchen when you could mix a drink while brushing your teeth? And did you know that he had an obsession with mirrors? He had them placed at odd angles all over the house. Not for vanity, but to keep an eye on guests, or maybe just to mess with them. Fields was notorious for his love of practical jokes. and his mansion was practically a prankster's playground. There were trapdoors, hidden compartments, and even rumors of secret tunnels. Now, try imagining yourself exploring Fields' mansion, and suddenly the floor creaks open beneath you. Well, that's a classic Fields move. Did you know that he even had a lovely lily pond on the property? Unfortunately, in 1941, while Fields was away, a tragic accident occurred when neighbor actor Anthony Quinn's 2-year-old son drowned in it. Fields was heartbroken, and upon his return, he quickly decided to discard the pond. Well, here's another surprise. He had a zoo. Yes, Fields kept a collection of exotic pets, including a flock of peacocks that strutted around the garden like they owned the place. This indeed shows how insane he was. Isn't it incredible to feel lucky enough to experience these luxuries? Some things might seem outrageous, but I bet that if you spend just a day in the mansion, you might find it hard to return to your everyday life. Despite Fields' infamous aversion to settling down, this mansion became his most iconic stage. Even after his passing in 1946, it lived on as the W.C. Fields Mansion. Over the years, new owners came and went, each adding their own twist to the history of this legendary home. But the name W.C. Fields Mansion stuck, a reminder of the unforgettable personality that once filled its walls. But here's an intriguing question. What happens when a house becomes more than a home, but a piece of cultural history? Well, the mansion has seen a parade of notable figures over the years. From Maurice Chevalier, who added French charm, to Lily Tomlin, who continued the tradition of creativity, to the current owner, Bobby Patton, co-owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, who has preserved its essence while modernizing its amenities. Each owner has left an imprint, but Fields' legacy remains the cornerstone of this unique property, now listed for a cool $15 million, offering not just a home, but a slice of cinematic lore. Today, the mansion beautifully showcases both Fields' remarkable life and the transformation of one of Los Angeles' most cherished neighborhoods. With over 8,000 square feet featuring 4 cozy bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, it's a delightful mix of luxury and charm. The sunroom, a true gem, still delights visitors with its stunning views and peaceful retreats, while the gardens, perhaps crafted by the talented Lloyd Wright, create a serene haven amidst the vibrant city bustle. The restoration efforts have been thoroughly detailed, making sure that as we bring in modern comforts, the essence of the mansion, its heartfelt connection to Fields, stays beautifully preserved. Elements such as the unique mahogany paneling from a Spanish monastery and the original layout of the game room tell a wonderful story of an era when living was truly an art form. But how does one maintain the essence of such a character within the walls of a home? The answer lies in the balance of preservation and innovation. The current owners have embraced this challenge, ensuring that the mansion is both a living space for the modern day and a museum of laughter and life from Hollywood's golden age. W.C. Fields' home was truly special. It was a wonderful place where the delightful absurdities of life were joyfully celebrated, where every gathering felt like a cherished event, and where the ordinary transformed into the extraordinary. The mansion was more than just a home for Fields. It was the stage for his greatest performance, the art of truly living. His impact on the property runs so deep that even in moments of silence, its essence tells his story. Well, that's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed this insane journey through W.C. Fields' mansion. If you got a chance to live in this humongous mansion, would you go for it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Also, watch this video about Clark Gable's mansion. You won't want to miss it.